Hello, we're Secret Agent Agency, and my name is Kevin. Joining me is Andrew. Are you out there?
Hello.
And Jihun is also here.
Yes, and luckily I have not been accused of pedophilism by Elon Musk.
I'm sure we all have at some point. Not
No, you have to
directly.
be. No,
Have
you have.
downloaded and screwed around with threads yet?
That's what I'm saying. You have to be very successful and make Elon Musk jealous to be accused of pedophilism by him. Just like the submarine guy, and now the Zuckerberg because he made a Twitter competitor.
I'm not going to mess with threads, but I'm looking into Blue Sky. I'm on a waiting list, but there's a lot of people on a waiting list for Blue Sky.
Also, I didn't see the message myself, but I seen somebody saying like when they were about to install the thread, he was asking a bunch of shit like, "Oh, if you install this thread app, we're gonna access a lot of these." I'm like, "Holy shit!"
I downloaded it, but then like immediately was met with Instagram login info, which I don't have.
Oh yeah, because it's a thread. It's like I don't know why they made it like together, but like yeah, it's like an offshoot of Instagram for some reason. I don't know why they made it separately. But the funniest part is that those thread is made with the people who got laid off from Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a cutscene sometimes.
Is this the village you were just in?
It may be.
Like with all the branded people or whatever?
You know, I don't remember.
Wow, I watched your videos and I'm probably more aware of what's happening than you are.
Because Andrew is somebody who does his homework. Like him.
So you just got limit breaks, and I think you were going back to see the mayor that you chatted with.
Okay. But yeah, last thing that I like really remember was Titan's Dominant got really pissed off at us because we killed his bae.
Yeah, Sid sent her egg to him or something? Oh, wow.
It seemed that way. But yeah, that doesn't seem like a Sid move. Not the Sid we know.
That's enough.
So I'm not quite sure what the current story thread is, because like you were going over to that location to kind of confront the hooded guy, and then he's just like, "Fuck that," and then he got your limit break. So I don't know where we're going to next. I guess this what's happening right now is going to kick off the next plot.
Because like I feel like hooded person is nothing but a Clive's imagination. The reason I'm saying this is because he did appear in the past. So maybe it's the ruin that we explore, just giving hallucination. Hey, you're the chosen one. Come in, or something like that.
All right, we got some new moves.
Infinite channel, though.
Oh, okay. Apparently I'm in combat.
So I don't know if they might be like limit break moves because they're not in the outer section of your ability list.
Yeah, I don't really know yet.
Smash your L3, R3 triggers to go limit break whenever you have 2 bars there.
Feels like kind of a waste to do it here.
Well, I guess we'll see how quickly it charges.
Yeah, we pressed L3 and R3 to accept the truth. That was a cool prompt.
I think anything will be, was it press F to pay respects? Or
Or press X.
Trigger.
Press X to doubt. Andrew, I have a very important question to you.
What you got?
When you play Persona 5 Royal on your PC, did it stutter? Did it stutter?
I actually mostly played it on the Steam Deck, and
maybe
it's
that's
pretty
why.
steady for me.
So if you're playing PC, yeah, it's kind of poorly optimized. So if you go into like heavily populated area, and it appears to be not the, it's not the people, but it's the speech bubble somehow that slows down. It drops the frame to like almost 1 or 2 frames per second. And then some of the solution I've seen is like crazy. It's like, oh, open up your task manager, uncheck your CPU, and then check back in. I'm like, what the fuck is that solution?
So I never had to do any of that when I was playing. But I also only played up to the spaceship.
Yeah. But you're playing the Steam Deck.
Yeah. Maybe the Linux version just runs better.
It's kind of crazy.
Well, it's not Linux version. It's just a compatibility layer over Windows.
Yeah, I don't know how. I think some games install like or was it Proton?
Yeah.
Maybe not all of them. Oh, so speaking of that, I hope you guys gotten anything from the Steam sale.
I did. I wrote about it.
Yeah,
I got more games I didn't write about yet.
I bought a bunch, and the cheapest one is the one I've been playing like crazy all week.
Oh, what'd you get?
It's Brotato. It's basically everything that Vampire Survivors wished it was.
Really?
Oh shit!
That's a harsh.
Like the same kind of game. Like it's not the twin stick; it's just the one stick. But it's like you don't fall asleep like you do with Vampire Survivors. It's actually very engaging and it's very quick.
Yeah, those automatic shooting survival game, aka ass games. Yeah.
Love my ass games.
Mm-hmm.
Also seen them referred to as bullet heavens instead of bullet hells.
Oh yeah.
All must burn. The bearers and those who sheltered them.
Look at this guy.
Empress Annabella's command.
Oh, Annabella. We know that name, right? That's mommy. Oh shit! Ow.
Did we ever find out if she's her birth mother?
Seems like it.
It seems like she is, yeah.
I don't think they explicitly say Clive was born from concubine or anything like that.
Like she super was not interested in you, but very much was like focused on Joshua.
Right.
But then she also was like, "Oh well, we lost the Phoenix," so it's like wasn't that broken up about Josh fighting it. Still curious where those story threads go. So having beaten all the Etrian games, I'm now looking at booting up and playing the Octopath game.
There we go.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've played. I ended up buying Octopath 2, even though I haven't beaten 1 yet. I've played through one character's story at least most of the way in Octopath 1. But yeah, the game didn't really keep me going. Like it just kind of. I did like a little. I guess I did like an 1/8 of the game, and I was like, I'm good. I didn't feel like I needed more of it.
A lot of the speedruns I see are just like single character paths. Like you don't really see a lot of people running like the whole game because it is a lot of game, it seems. But I played the demo, and the gameplay seemed pretty fun to me, and I do like the way it looks.
Yeah. I keep trying to get myself to play triangle strategy, but I keep fucking bouncing off of it.
My understanding with that game is it's just like a big...
There's a huge story dump right at the beginning, and it's like, it's horribly boring.
My understanding is that never really lets up. Maybe it lets up a little bit, but it's just a lot of story with interspersed with game.
Yeah. And it'd be one thing if like the story was interesting, but it's not. It is moments where like emotional stuff happens, but it really needs to hit harder than what it does. I did not pay attention to that fight at all.
Did well though.
I'm sorry.
You start busting out your limit breaks, though.
Oh,
You deserved so much better.
she gave us our
All these people
clothes.
did. Better than my mother.
There's so much death in this game.
There's a lot of death. Oh. After a certain point, it's been kind of impossible to avoid spoilers, so I've seen a few for this game. There's more deaths await.
I mean, what is it? This game is basically Final Fantasy, the Game of Thrones, so there's definitely gonna be a lot of deaths.
The only remaining thing I have that I've looked into is a gameplay thing that I'm gonna bring up when it comes up.
Okay.
We're safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let.
Otherwise, I actually have no idea of any of the story of this game.
Come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Damn, that fucking sucks.
Now, rats, lead me to
Oh.
your nest. Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only
Kupka?
he knew where to send it.
Is that like a Moogle?
Yeah, like a mafioso Moogle villain.
Oh, since Andrew's the one who watched the video archive. Answer this question, Andrew. What was in the box? What was in the box?
All your head? I don't know.
Yeah, I was under the impression it was her head, but like I don't understand why Sid would do that.
That's the thing. I mean, we don't know Sid well, but I don't think he's that kind of character to do that, such a thing.
Gonna save the rest of our points for getting Flames of Rebirth here.
Not gonna grab taunt.
I hear it's actually like pretty decent, but
Happy. What do you suppose it would be?
interested to see what else is here at this point. So that's just a...
Now where you can just practice.
Yeah, it's like a place where you can practice, but I'm good. Let's just go visit Sid.
Don't mind me. Just take it.
You said don't mind me, and I didn't.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
I thought it was I think it's kind of interesting how enamored this game is with the main theme of Final Fantasy. They really beat you over the head with it. It's like, remember, this is a Final Fantasy game, because the gameplay doesn't tell you that. You know?
So, somebody... It's not directly, but like... I wonder if this would have been better, if this game would have gotten less criticism if it wasn't a number Final Fantasy. If it was, I wonder if it would have been...
I don't know.
Like, rather than Final Fantasy 16, it's like Final Fantasy or... And then just like Stranger in Paradise, and like... If you just happen to have a title instead of a... subtitle instead of the...
Well, Stranger is a very different game. I would consider this a mainland Final Fantasy, especially after the way they've been going with the more modern ones.
If Stranger of Paradise was a numbered game, it would be Final Fantasy 1-2. To not say too much about the story. But, yeah. I've kind of long wished that they didn't make the Final Fantasy 11 and 14 numbered Final Fantasies, the online ones. Like, I wish that they were just like Final Fantasy Online or something, you know, instead of calling them, like, giving them numbers. And I would have given Type 0 a real number. I feel like
feel
Type
like-
Zero deserves to be in the main series.
Seeking refuge from the blight. If
Yeah, I
there
feel
is
like the
enough to feed those within our walls,
they're adding a
how
number
will we feed
if you
those without?
if they want the audience to keep a good
Instead of setting
attention.
your
Yeah,
minds to riddles
Mhm.
such as these,
Yeah, that's what it is.
yeah, adding a number itself
wars
was
with an
marketing
enemy
to
from
them.
across
So
the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sandbreck is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost?
And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send.
You think he's gonna get
This is
assassinated?
the father to Bahamut's dominant.
That's my guess.
Yeah, they were the same uniform.
Bahamut's strength will be needed.
There you go.
Soon.
As you command.
This is a separate faction, right, from the Imperials.
I must
Oh, it's confusing now that you mention.
You mean to tell me
Quick, access the active time
the
lore.
reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the mother crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the mother crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the mother crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard.
Where's the statue of that on the Square Enix store? Like that feels like a home office item on the Square Enix store. That
I guess
is
that's going to be our
waiting to
main
be.
story quest here.
I'm going to need more than a few
I guess.
for this.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the fan already making that thing.
Our goals are the opposite of FF5, where we didn't want the crystals to get destroyed. This time, fuck those crystals and blow them up.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised by that just now.
Yeah.
Crystal is usually the key factor, major key factor in the story of a Final Fantasy series. Has been for some. Now it's the cause of the world ending. That's a new.
Well, okay, so there's a tagline to this game. I don't know if it's on like the store page somewhere.
One thing I want to know.
There it is. The legacy of the crystals has shaped our history for long enough.
All right, there you go.
So it's kind of right there, yeah. All right, we're picking up the flame tongue, I think.
More number go up, please.
Number go up.
Anything else?
Also wanted to note, but not during the story cutscenes, I don't know if you want to up the game audio or not. We're obviously louder than it.
Sure, I can a little bit.
The holy capital.
I raised it about a decibel. Let me know how that feels.
Second thoughts. I don't want to know.
Oh, I guess instead of creating things, you can just buy them right here.
Yeah.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Yes.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman?
Hell yeah, brother.
Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Okay.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you? Goat at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our allies and picking out any problems that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers. Or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Well, maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go. Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all. Quick look.
Okay, so this guy's just like a sentient bulletin board.
Got some sidey quests.
Oh boy. Better pick up some more soup.
Oh, does it like you zip you right over to the quest giver?
Oh, yes.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't trouble you for some assistance, could I?
That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
I love the constant reminder of you get 0 gil for this, by the way.
So you're the new arrivals.
Giving you a heads up.
Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Oh no, we are delivering soup.
Thank you.
You stay here and rest.
You should be. Why are you fixated with soup?
That'll be enough today.
But how did the grocer know his dog?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed.
Was he also fixated with soup in the Final Fantasy 14?
It's not for me. It's for some new
Lots of getting things from one NPC and delivering them to several other NPCs.
So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine.
Hopefully this will be enough.
Again, drunk.
Get drunk.
You are?
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Brother, did you see?
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
May we? Truly?
Crunch, crunch, ASMR.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Okay, I guess I'll go do whatever's over here.
You prefer the modern game style of just here's a direction to go versus just wandering around aimlessly?
I want no trouble. Wait, that's...
It depends.
Oh, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you're...
I mean, what is that game? Sesame Shop? That game is so faithful to the original. People complain, how do I play this game?
Yeah.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please, rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right.
Oh.
All right, let's punch some bees.
Not the bees.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing? Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
Sorry, bro. Turnips for supper again. So I've been playing Elden Ring again. I never beat it on PC. I made a new character. I'm doing a beast faith build. Well, strength, I guess. Strength faith.
Okay. Muscle wizard.
Yeah.
Get him.
How do you feel about this move, Andrew?
Really damn strong, and my understanding from reading non-spoiler threads is that it stays a very good AoE for most of the game.
Can't see shit though.
Yeah.
My fucking eyes.
Yeah, I don't think it's very good on the boss guys that you gotta stagger, but on like these wimpy enemies, it's great for just catching them all.
That was a fun way of finishing that fight.
Looks like that was the last of them. I better let Quentin's man know.
So in recent news, PS5 Pro is maybe not a rumor after all, confirmed by Microsoft.
Oh well.
So the reason is
I didn't hear about this.
So you know how there's a lawsuit going on between court case going on between the Microsoft and the Sony because of the Activision
merger.
Yes. And in the recent court document, I think Microsoft submitted some kind of evidence or paper that like stated that there's a PS5 Slim and Pro in the works or something like that.
It's looking to be a fine harvest this
year. Okay.
So we'll see if the Pro does get in. And now it's like, well, I was thinking about getting a PS5 because no news, but now you got me interested. We shall see.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been sent?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me because like you're only just now able to like really just like purchase a PS5 on demand. And like the hardware is not getting cheaper. In fact, it tends to be getting more expensive. And they're not able to do price cuts, and they're in fact like raising the prices over time.
Well, the thing is, like, it has been out for a while, and then I'm sure they just like the previous iteration. I'm sure they had a Pro version in their mind. Just like it's hard to bring it up because the timing. Like you said, it was hard to for timing. It was hard to get because of those scrappers. I don't know why their term escaped my mind.
Scalpers.
Scalpers. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm like it. To me, at least, it really feels like this generation's like only just barely getting off the ground. Like for a while, it's felt like an extension of the PS4, for example, because a lot of the games are like simultaneous releases on PS4 and PS5, where the PS5 just looks marginally better, runs marginally better than the PS4 version.
I think I'm most interested in seeing like what Nintendo does next. with like the Switch 2 or like whatever successor they have.
I mean,
The
which
Switch
is
is pretty
funny.
old at this point.
Yeah, I know, which is funny. They were like, "Oh, by the way, for Nintendo Switch, you can still keep your Nintendo account." Wow, Nintendo! What an innovation!
Clap, 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 clap.
The Switch was the first time they did that. Everything else is like the 3DS was its own thing.
Yep.
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then.
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
They're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Huh?
Is this implied that they did it behind the scene?
No.
Okay.
It's kind of a joke about that. Like
Yes.
they're clearly still very close because they regularly hold hands and they almost kissed in that one scene.
Yeah.
Like there's something brewing there. I'm still like having trouble getting a read on Jill because I like her, but
I heard Otto barking.
she's also just kind of there most of the time.
What do you? Yeah, the term is aloof, right?
Yeah.
But even then, this is too aloof.
Like she's not really talking or voicing her opinion, and her opinion, when she does voice it, doesn't really go against the party ever. Like it feels like she's just along for the ride.
Yeah.
If I can't do my job right, then what am I
Yeah,
good for?
I'm assuming at least based on the up to the point, like the writing is so focused on Clive.
Yeah.
I lost. It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I don't know. Like it's like it says that the main writers are like, Clive has a love interest. Cool, okay. Back to Clive.
Own up to Otto and
Yeah.
Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
We'll see if she develops more over the course of the game. It still seems relatively early into the plot. And she does share a lot of backstory with Clive.
Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies.
And they have the same origin and like kind of went through shit.
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements.
We need to get that letter.
He's gonna knock out all these side quests before moving along.
Most of them. I don't know how excited I am about a lot of these.
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, come on, you gotta deliver all the soups, man.
Gotta deliver the soup. The people need it.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open.
Although generally speaking, I wonder how do you make a side quest interesting other than like writing? Add a mini game to it that people might end up hating. In general,
just having good rewards.
Good. Make sure good rewards, and I don't know, like a cool fight, or again, like you said, other than writing's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Like, I think almost all of 12's were just fights, which, if you're engaged by the combat system, it just kind of rewards that by giving you fun fights and good items.
Yeah.
8 had the entire game-spanning card game, which, you know, furthered everything in the game since you could do so much with cards.
And I suppose you've seen it.
Just gotta believe in the heart of cards.
Well, if you do.
Didn't they make a mobile game version of it?
A mobile game? Oh, actually, I think maybe they did. But they made a
Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
They made a computer game out of Final Fantasy IX's Tetramaster.
Oh.
And I was really good at that. But Triple Triad, Final Fantasy VIII's card game, is pretty big in FF14. It's always funny in FF14 when you get the opportunity to challenge an NPC for in a game of cards, and your reward is like a card of the NPC you challenged. It's like, what are you making these yourself?
The shad's all salted and smoked.
Implies you should be able to make some for your player character.
Yeah.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. He's waited long enough already.
Pet the dog.
Hopefully this will keep our career out of trouble.
Oh,
I'm gonna pet our dog, not strange dogs.
Oh shit, real dog.
Get it, boy.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick break.
Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm sorry.
So Steam Summer Sale is still going on, and they give you the cards for browsing the that too, but they give you the cards for browsing the Discover queue, right?
Hmm.
Well, I actually haven't been messing around with that.
Yeah, because you already got the badge. You already got the fucking badge because you're a big spender.
People saw the cards on the sheet.
I don't know anything about this. I don't care. I only go to Steam for games.
It's from his daughter.
Alright.
That's the correct thing to do.
No, Andrew, don't say that. We're supposed to be cool and not him.
Man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting.
Anyway,
So you did.
so I'm just clicking on some Discover queue, and then yeah, someone, oh yeah, this game is on the Steam now, cool, and then, but man, since the Discover queue is open for anything, and I do mean anything, sometimes I come across a porn game. Like, come on.
Dude,
Well,
I
it's
keep
one
getting
from what it thinks you like.
I keep
No.
getting recommended fetish locator, and there's like a big series of them.
No.
It's like, how did this happen?
That's the thing. So I did actually exclude, like, for example, I don't like sports games, so I did exclude sports game. But some games, I don't know how, even though they're not really sports games, some games have a sports tag. So that's why I don't see them at all. So I'm like, shit, I'll just remove all this tag then. So, but yeah, like, I'm going through the Discover queue, and then next thing you know, it's like, porn game. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, I generated images. Come on.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Talk about judging these games before you even give them a shot. Also, I think I don't know if it was the last video that I brought it up. The Steam polling AI generated content that people.
Oh, that actually, that's that topic too. But there's also another big topic actually. Now that you mentioned, you guys heard of the game called Only Up?
I heard that there was some kerfuffle about it, but I don't know any.
Yeah, the kerfuffle is that the game. So the general premise of the game is that your only control you have is jumping up, or based on what I've seen, jump, and then maybe if you're close enough, you can climb up the object. And then those objects are super random, like ranging from like some building material, stairs to like some random as like avocado or something like that. And yeah, you reach the top, almost like those other games, Jump King or the Getting Over with a Benedict. Shit, I forgot the guy's name, but yeah, Getting Over the one.
Anyway, yeah.
So the kerfuffle is that some of those random objects are actually free assets that you can get from, like, say, for example, Unity Store or something like that. But you know, when you get this free asset, the promise is that you're not supposed to use it for money making.
Yeah.
You can use it for like
no commercial use.
Commercial use. And turns out, yeah, and then the kerfuffle is that since you're making money off of free product or free product, you know, that's a big no. And then another kerfuffle happened is the Fortnite. Somebody made a copy of that game basically in Fortnite as assets, and then that's better supposedly, bigger world. Yeah, so people are just jumping on, like, trying to make easy money. I mean, this happened when that Flappy Bird got really big.
Yeah.
When Flappy Bird, like, it's a simple design, but you have to watch the ad, and that's why that made Origin Creator a millionaire almost. I don't know if it's almost millionaire, but he did actually make more than millions of dollars. But everybody, and I do mean everybody who knows how to make a game, were just making their own Flappy Bird with a twist or something. It was ridiculous.
There's even a Flappy Bird clone inside Warframe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody's just trying to make their own version. Yeah, so it is very controversial in terms of, like, so it is kind of simple to make, but you still have to make those assets or obtain those assets somehow. But so I don't know. You could just pay a couple dollars for, like, 3D modelers, like, hey, make this not so complicated object, and then. But everybody's just trying to get into this quick, make a money, quick and easy scheme. So we're just bringing up some drama right now.
I hope that Dame has friends in the south.
And yeah, as of right now, like, Only Up is not available on Steam due to that controversy.
Oh, I should know about that. I've been watching some people, like, speedrun the game.
Yeah.
The game looks like a janky piece of shit to me.
It's that janky kind of piece of shit that gets a lot of attention on Twitch, unfortunately.
Hey, we're meeting this dame.
A moment
Oh, you're supposed to read it as Dame? I thought you were supposed to read it as Dame. Dame.
I doubt you could
Dame.
afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
The way she said that.
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Where is Jill when this is happening?
A great question. She's somewhere and probably just nodding her head. No. Where is she? She was here.
Leaving you to your own devices.
Yeah, I guess so.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Or can she snipe with her icicles? Is she like pulling, what is the character's name? Silent?
Quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Quiet.
We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Such a meanie head.
Yeah, what a douchebag.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad.
Well, Square Enix says discrimination bad.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have
That brings me the question of how it brought
as
hard.
do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Nice discrimination.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling, welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
The moon and stars.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
All right.
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
This is feeling like one of those main quest side quests.
You need to explore the area and talk to people.
Yeah.
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's tour.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in Moor. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatiana, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Yeah, it definitely feels, other than that, other than us getting Ifrit, that whole sequence, this has been a pretty slow part of the game.
Still introducing stuff. Also, I really like this view.
Hopefully, later in the game, they kind of cut down on this kind of stuff. You know, just I don't know. Maybe not necessarily cut down, because you do need it. You kind of do need a moment to like kind of slow down. To like, all right, this is a good time to pause the game or something.
I think because I'm only playing it for like one session a week, I keep like really just like wanting more out of every session I have with it.
Fair enough. But if anything, like the last week, who knows? We start our stream slowly, and then like we hit the climax. Oh shit! Here we go. Could be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never know when something like heavy's gonna drop, or like a really big fight is just gonna come out of nowhere on us.
And also, I definitely mentioned this before, but yeah, side quests like this, It'll make me fall asleep. I'll be dozing already. But,
yeah, I think what I'm going to do is maybe play side quests off stream, and if I run into something that's like really cool, I'll probably load my save and play it during stream, like the next stream.
Yeah, that's one way to handle this.
But yeah, kind of vet some side quests, and that gives me an opportunity to play the game more during the week.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so far at least the side quests just kind of fucking suck, if I'm being honest.
Hopefully they improve.
Are you Bertrand?
Yeah, where's our dodge 200 lightning bolt side quest?
Yeah, we really need one of those here.
Go on then. What is it?
It'd go over better if we use the combat dodge.
Mm-hmm.
A soldier who
That'd be
had
interesting.
information on our whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stopped to
But yeah, my understanding is though there's nothing really in this game that's like that.
been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Only one of those I actually didn't like was the Chocobo one.
God.
Oh, the racing where you like have to get a time
Like,
of
it's so
0
random
seconds.
with the balloons and seagulls.
It is.
Like it's kind of deterministic. It's just really for the lightning dodge. Like you just gotta time it. Just take
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
I'll be needing some more straw for the stables.
Yeah, every game has that one game mechanic that everybody kind of makes everybody dread up, like going back to it. Oh god, right, I had to do this again.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, the Chocobo race isn't as bad as it is for some people, but a lot of people complain about that. For me, it's the Monster Arena and the lightning dodge.
Monster Arena is just, oof.
Yeah.
As much as I talk shit about the Chocobo thing, every time I replay 10, it doesn't really take me that long. Maybe 20-30 minutes. It's just random.
Yeah.
Like you can knock it out first try if you're lucky, and then other times
Yes.
it might just take hours.
Yeah.
And then, oh my god, for the 10, like if you want to complete it, you have to fight against like what is it called, penance or something like that? The floating balls in the sky. Oh jeez.
I have still never done that.
He still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
I beat all those guys with just Yojimbo and then after
that.
Oh,
Nice.
you damn.
Screw the rules. I have money.
My tricky part of that is beating Dark Yojimbo because you got to do that 5 times in a row.
My thanks.
Not at all.
Hopefully your BFFs with Yojimbo.
Anything. Be
How does it
sure
work?
and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful.
If you pay him consistently, he has like a hidden meter that goes up.
Uh-huh.
And like at best, you can have like a slightly better than 1 in 3 shot on super bosses for him to one-shot him.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I think like, there was one of the random video I saw was like how to guarantee some manto or something like that.
It smells of death here, Torgal.
I think the guy actually, in the video, I think the guy actually one shot the final boss from the Nemesis, I think, the monster arena.
Yeah, that's right. That was the original super boss. The color shifted Omega weapon thing.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, I never bothered with Yazmat either. It just never sounded fun to me.
You did what?
I never bothered with Yasmat in 12 either. It never sounded fun to me.
Oh, the super boss from 12, yeah.
Yeah.